Hi, and welcome back to 50 Shades of Blonde. I'm Missy Day.
And Jill Branson.
And so with us, we have our new friend, Shauna Wren, who is from California. And we just met her actually last month. She came to California with another friend of ours, Sandy Gerard. And she came to Like Minded Lunch. And they were actually here hanging out in the green room last month for our party show. And so she wanted to come back and actually be in studio this time. So welcome to the show.
Thank you. I appreciate the
we're so glad
invitation.
you're here.
I'm glad to be back. I'm more excited than you would imagine, knowing that I don't smoke, drink, or gamble. I still want to be in Vegas.
Well, this is the place for you then.
Right?
So tell us a little bit about why you came to Vegas, and specifically this time, and a little bit about what you do.
So I came to Vegas the first time with 100 Coffees, and you're part of that organization. Online networking is new to me, very scary. It was not scary to come to Vegas. I want you guys to know it was like meeting old friends when I got here.
Oh.
I do a lot of networking, and I have never arrived in a community where I felt so welcomed and so wanted to come back so quickly.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
Thank
that
you.
was
That's
part
so sweet.
that was part of the hurry back. It
Aw.
really was, and that's a challenge for me to do the online networking. I'm you were talking a little about customer service. I'm very people oriented. I want to look you straight in the eye. I want to shake your hand. I want you to know the passion about what it is we do.
Mm-hmm.
And we is Maynard's Recovery Center. This is our 40th year.
Wow.
Someone changed our life through recovery, and that was 40 years ago. And we hope to change lives one person at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So we're a 30-bed facility, and we know our clients. We know them at an intimate level, meaning we know everything about them. And so when I walk by them and I know their name, I know that they're married or not. I know that they have children or not. I know how they came to us. I know most of their story because they make a difference, because they're a person.
Mm-hmm.
I get to go to work every day, even when I'm not on site, and know that I make a difference in somebody's life. And we have 28 people who work with us, and 25 are in personal recovery. So when we ask our clients to do something, it is been there, done that, still doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking the walk. I'm not just talking the talk. And by the grace of God, addiction regarding drugs and alcohol was not my forte. Food is definitely my choice. It's my demon, but I'm working. Food and people. Food and people. I'll be a people pleaser if you let me. The only difference between me and any other addict is today I have to eat every day. I can tell a drug or alcoholic, put it down, you can walk away. So one of the things we need to be careful of across the board is all addictions. You can put away one addiction and pull out another one. Just online overall. Pornography, gambling, relationships, lack of relationships. You can hide behind that keyboard and be anything you want to be. So can we teach you, can we give you tools in 28 very short, precious days? That's not as long as you think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Can we give you some tools to walk out and reach out into the world every time you need help to get in touch with the real person? I hope we can. I can keep you clean in-house 28 days. More or less. If somebody wants to get drugs in, they will. People ask if they're locked up at our facility. They're not. We don't do that. And if you are in that condition, you're in a 5150, you're in a lockdown unit. If you're at that level when you come to us and you don't want to do anything, I really go, you know what? Whatever this costs you to be here, you can go down the street to jail. That's called 3 hots and a cot, and hang out. But for us, you're not going to hang out. We're sometimes referred to as recovery boot camp because our clients are up at 6 in the morning and they are in group until 8 or 8:30 at night, engaging with people. One of the things about our social media, it's awesome. How did I meet you ladies? Through social media.
Mm-hmm.
And that excites me and scares me all at once because I'm very digitally challenged. The other thing is, a lot of people under the age of 30 are walking through the door with social anxiety. They have no idea how to communicate without their social media. They don't know how to look you in the eye. They don't know how to shake your hand. They're not sure they want a hug. They're not sure they want to engage with society. So hopefully we're the bridge in between, and hopefully we do make a difference. Hopefully more people will be touched. And you hear that there's this big epidemic, and there is. And that whatever administration, I promise this is not a political statement, that when they say they're going to let money go for treatment, that they really look at what's needed and that they don't Band-Aid. There's so many layers of what's going on. Mental illness. When you're involved in addiction, is it the chicken or the egg? Are you self-medicating? What is your trauma underneath? Even though I tell you I want everybody to come stay 28 days, I do. I really would like them to stay 90. Who can afford that? Not our
Right.
government, not our insurance. Like, what's the answer? And none of that for me is political. It's person-oriented, it's recovery-oriented.
So do your beds stay full? Are you full all the time?
I am not full all the time. 30 beds we're licensed for. We're most comfortable at 26. We tend to run about 23. We get up to that 30 when this happens, and if you've been in the industry, you would feel this feeling that I'm talking about. When that person is on the phone and they can't wait, we've got to get them in that day. We'll put up an extra bed because we're licensed for 30 beds. That comfortable level is where we do our best work. To not let somebody come in when they need to come in could mean losing a life. And there's a difference between losing a life and losing an admit. Does that make sense? I'm okay if they call somewhere else. I'll refer them to somewhere else.
Right.
What I can tell you about addiction is this disease is big enough for every treatment provider to exist together. So we're out there shaking hands, doing what we do, meeting people one-on-one. Now, normally when we're in California, I invite you to come tour the facility, because no matter what facility you're going to, what I want you to hear is, regarding addiction across the board, come and meet us before you need us. At that time of crisis, there's nothing wrong with the 800 number on the television, but you don't know them. And customer service you talked about, so many people call our phone number and say, "You answered. Wait, are you a person?" We don't time our calls. A lot of times on those 800 numbers, they time the calls. We don't. We will talk to you. Do we graciously need to end it if you're just looking for some therapy on the phone, which is not what we do? We'll still help you get a referral. We want to be a resource. If we can't help you, who can? Right? So we want to be that door you knock on and help you find answers if we aren't it.
Awesome. Well, I want to point out that Shauna is one of our sponsors for 50 Shades.
Thank
and
you.
you know how we love our sponsors very much. So you'll be hearing about Shauna for several months, that we'll be talking about you and Maynard's. And you'll see the logo is in the corner on the bottom of the screen. So if people want to get a hold of you, how can they contact you?
So the quickest way really is the 800 number, which I think is showing on the logo, is it? But if it's
Should be on the
not,
bottom of the screen.
okay. It's a 1-800 number, 228-8208. You can also look us up on the web. We're working on that website, guys. We're digitally challenged. We'll work that out. It doesn't matter what time of day you call, someone will talk to you. A person will pick up that phone and talk to you, whether you're the addict or the family member. It's a family disease. It affects us at every level.
Right.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you in town again. And so are you going to be coming back like every month?
I expect to be here in August, September, October. You're not going to see me for the holidays. That would just be
Oh,
fair.
boo.
Okay, possibly November, but I'm not coming in December. I'm enjoying being here. I'm enjoying getting to know the community. As I said, I felt so welcomed. And I do a lot of traveling and a lot of networking, so I hope you understand what a compliment that really is.
Oh, that
Thank
it was
you.
very nice. Thank
to
you.
just know that you can walk in a room and feel that welcomed, and from my digital friends, I understand that's because we had a relationship in the beginning. I still say we walked through that door and you were so welcoming and so inviting back, and we immediately felt like we were part of the team.
That's so awesome. We loved having you, both
Yes.
you and Sandy, again. And Sandy will be with us next month
Yeah.
on the show, so that'll be cool.
She'll be here in August. We're coming together. And what is she? Crab?
Freedom Crab.
Freedom Crab. There we go. I
So we're
want to
talking
call her
about
Crab
crabs.
Nation all the time. I made up a name for her.
Well, thank you for coming again. We love having you here. And stay tuned for our next segment.